Hello, my name is Brenda August, and I'm a member of the City of Bowie Community Outreach Committee. The committee is very pleased today to present a program on services available to seniors. The services that we will talk about today are assisted living, nursing homes, and the Medicaid waiver program. We hope that the information you get from the discussion today will be of value to you and your family, and that all of the information that you receive will help you clarify any misconceptions or any concerns that you have about these areas of service. Now, as a committee, we are really committed to bringing you information on an ongoing basis, and we want to be sure that the information that we provide you is thorough, is accurate, and is current. For that reason, we have guests today. We have a panel today that represents the best and the brightest in providing services in this particular subject area. I'd like to welcome this panel from Prince George's County Department of Family Services Administration on Aging. Today we have Dottie Stewart-Blount, who is the Assisted Living Coordinator. We have Jeannie O'Neill, who is the Long-Term Care Ombudsman Coordinator, and Carol Taliaferro, who is the Medicaid Waiver Coordinator. Now, ladies, you will agree that today we are faced with the first wave of the baby boomers. They're moving into the aging population. We're also faced with the fact that with the increase in technology, in the field of medicine, we're all living longer. And both of these factors and others, of course, are contributing to the greater demand for services for seniors. Let's get into this topic now. And Ms. Blount, why don't you and I discuss the area of assisted living? What is assisted living? How do we define that? And what types of services are provided?
Well, first of all, Brenda, I would like to point out that one of the fastest growing industries is assisted living. Assisted living program offers support to senior citizens who require assistance with their activities of daily living and can no longer live in their own homes. These facilities are residential alternatives to nursing home care, and this will allow a senior to, as we say, age in place in a community setting.
Okay. What population is served by assisted living?
Well, the assisted living facilities serve any adult that's age 18 years or older.
Okay. And what types of services are provided, and what needs can be met through the assisted living program?
Well, as I mentioned, the assisted living program provides residential alternative to institutional or nursing home care where seniors can remain in the community. These are family-type settings. They include private and semi-private rooms. The facilities with 4 to 16 beds must be licensed and approved by the Maryland Department of Health and Mental Hygiene, Office of Healthcare Quality. Now, there are several assisted living facilities in the Bowie area, right here in the Bowie area, and they are very, very nice facilities. They are monitored by our office on a regular basis, as well as the Office of Healthcare Quality. The Administration on Aging, however, provides quarterly training for individuals who are providers of these assisted living facilities. Some of these trainings that's provided would include Alzheimer's disease training, hoarding, assisted living regulations, and assisted living activities.
Thank you. What about cost? You know, in these times of economic stress, you know, everybody is concerned about the cost of everything that we do. What is there a cost involved in receiving the services from assisted living facilities?
Well, the facilities are privately owned, and the fees will vary from each facility. Now, most of the facilities are flexible with their rates for cost of care for individuals coming into assisted living. The cost at this time ranges anywhere from approximately $1,200 a month and can go as high as $4,000 a month.
Is there any service available that will help a person who feels that they should be in the assisted living setting but cannot afford to pay for it?
Yeah, well, first of all, the services that we have in assisted living facilities would include 24-hour on-site supervision by a staff person or staff persons, and that would include congregate meals. They get 3 meals a day, 2 snacks a day, housekeeping, laundry, and personal assistance with their activities of daily living, such as grooming, bathing, dressing, etc. Also included would be medication management. There's a certified staff person that would dispense medication to the residents of assisted living facilities. Transportation to and from doctor's appointments may or may not be available, but it would be determined by the provider of the facility at the time the resident moves into the facility, or the agreement is set up or contract is set up with the family member. Now, there are funds available from the Maryland Department of Aging through the Area Agency on Aging, and there may be available funds to subsidize residents who may need financial assistance in order to afford placement in an assisted living facility. The maximum amount that an individual can receive from the Maryland Department of Aging is $650 a month. Now, this $650 a month is determined by a formula that's given to us by the Maryland Department of Aging. This amount this formula will determine the amount an individual will receive, but most of the residents do receive the full $650 a month. In order for a provider or someone who owns a facility to receive funds through our office, they would need to contract with Prince George's County government. They would need to execute a contract to receive assistance, and this is done on an annual basis. However, if there are people in the community who have assisted living facilities and they would like to execute a contract with Prince George's County, the Prince George's County government, they can contact our office, the Administration on Aging. The number is 301-265-8450. Now, to qualify for this assistance, the monthly income limit is $2,444 per month, and this is for an individual. For a couple, the income cannot exceed $3,197 per month. There is a limit on the assets that a person can have, and the assets cannot exceed $11,000 for an individual and $14,000 for a couple. Now, assets would include checking accounts, saving accounts, IRAs, certificates of deposit, money market, anything of that sort would have to be included as assets. If they're going over these amounts of $11,000 for an individual or $14,000 for a couple, then they would not qualify to receive subsidy funds.
If a person owns his or her own home, would that be considered, the value of that home, would that be considered an asset?
Well, if they own a home, if an individual owns a home, the home is not counted the first year. However, that's the first year they start to receive the subsidy. After the first year, the house or the home would be considered an asset, and they would not qualify for the program, because I'm sure you know that most houses in this area are going to be over $14,000.